Hey, Samantha, hang tight. All right, sorry about last time. I got upset. If you want to stick around, you're going to hear the whole story. All right? If you look at my timeline, I put up a bunch of stuff. There's a guy out there, Steve TORRES. All right, with Steve TORRES, he put out a lot of lies. I would like to thank all the people from Metal Forever, all right, for having my back. How you doing, Lori? I never did nothing to no one to deserve this. Either did my kids or my sister, my 86-year-old mother. All right. And to hurt my family and Metal Forever who stuck up for me. The ones that didn't stick up for me, I feel bad for them. All right. It's been a long road for me. I'm going to explain the whole thing. All right, for the people who stuck by me. This is going from my main page, my fundraiser page, okay, and YouTube. I'll tell you the story, what happened to me, and what's going on. I'm also going to show you where they pulled out my kidney and removed it. The MRIs I got affected by. I had the MRI scans on the 27th of December. By the 15th of January, I couldn't walk. I'm still being tested. I'm not out of the woods yet. My kidney isn't at working capacity. I'm a good guy. I created a place called Road Recovery that helps people. Helps you with anxiety, depression, get off drugs. And with that, I have a success rate of over 1,000 people. Now, I created that for the people because I knew what anxiety and depression was all about. It took my life years ago. With a friend of mine who got killed in a van crash. Denny Roble. Also, my father got murdered in 2013. I really don't think I deserved all this stuff for just getting sick. My back history is I was a case maker for every major rock band in the world. From David Bowie, Ozzy, done work for Dimebag Darrell, Vinnie Paul. People all on my back wall, it's given to me. Plaque is from Bon Jovi's drum case. Got 98 credits on albums, 15 platinums. I deserve all this stuff for one reason. I earned it. I spend my nights while people are doing 8 hours. I work 23 hours a day for 13 years of my life to make a business work. I almost died. I've been dead over 6 times, bad motorcycle crashing. Also up the case company, 2,500 pounds of wood fell on me. I wasn't supposed to be here. My lung collapsed 2007. Fought a battle with colitis. He says, it's not been fair. It's been a rough ride. I can hardly walk right now. On the fundraiser page, I never beg for money. I asked if you want to help or care and share. Okay, the fundraisers got ripped down because people called it in as a fraud. That was not fair. If you had a fundraiser page and you look at my timeline, what happened? I don't think you will want that to happen to you. I've been slandered with all this stuff from Steve TORRES. I have not seen one bit of proof. He also says that Raquel Riggs is my girlfriend, that I've scammed banks, this and that I took money, stole money. He never made the goal. As one got torn around, I deducted the money from what was taken, put it toward the next fundraiser. I've sold $3,000 of my KISS stuff on my own time. Ain't too hard. I can't do too much no more. I appreciate all the donations, but I never beg for money. I never beg for nothing. Raymond Rhinesmith is in here right now. He worked for me. Althea is in here. She used to rehearse at the Case Company. I had an extra room for her, my kid's godfather, that died in a big van crash. I never did nothing to deserve this. Now, I don't really have to prove anything to no one, but Mr. Steve TORRES says I never had my kidney out. Shame. He says the MRIs is a coal miner's disease. Really. I was in the bathroom the other day. Guy that takes me to the doctor is Ray San Martin. Ray San Martin's an ex-cop, Newark cop. He has taken me for the whole ride on this thing with the doctors. He was the one that made the decision. I asked Ray and my girl, should I get my kidney out? So here how it goes. Here comes the story. You all got to listen, please. Listen and don't type, because I don't think anyone really heard the whole story. On July 19th, 2017, I had a triple seizure and heat stroke. I hit the ground. At the Case Company, I was doing the drum cases for Hamilton. With that, I got taken to the hospital from the company, C&D case. All right. I got taken there at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. They brought me home at 8. When I got home, 8 o'clock, I hit the floor again. I got taken back to Claremont Hospital. All right. And with Claremont Hospital, I got brought in at 9. They said, do you have a ride? I had a seizure. I didn't know where I was. So they let me walk out of the hospital. And I walked to Stephen Crane, if you know Newark, and walked all the way to Ranch Brook Park onto the deepest part of Newark. I was lost for 2 days. They were searching the morgues, my mom and my sister. I never got into this part of the story. I did a while back, but no one listened. They had search parties in Bloomfield looking for me. All right. And when I made it back to Bloomfield, 7:30 that next morning, I was greeted by not a friendly crowd in Bloomfield. I looked around at the streets changed. I was behind Bloomfield High, and there was a military camp. And some guy seen me walking. No one helped me. He said some rude words to me. So what I did is 26 kids came up the block, and I cuffed my hands, got on my hands and knees. I was outnumbered. 2 ladies said from Sacred Heart Church, we'll help you. I said, stay the fuck away from me. They'll go after you. I hit the ground again. I ended up in Mountainside. To tell you the truth, Mountainside kept me there for 3 hours. With the 3 hours, they said, you got to leave. It was Glen Ridge Police that saved my life. They picked me up from there. They said, where do you live? I said, 154 Ashland Avenue. They took me where my mother had moved. I met the new ownership. From there, Sergeant Medic from Glen Ridge Police Department took me back to Claremont, which now my heart rate was 20 beats per minute. And basically, I was fighting for my life. My daughter is a nurse at Thomas Jefferson Hospital in PA. She drove immediately up, stayed with me 9 days in the ICU. They're checking me for brain function, that I had my brain left because my son was going to come up immediately. My daughter does say, don't come up yet. Dad's got to do a brain function test and we'll get you right up here. Got home 9 days later from the ICU. I learned to walk and talk again. That's me. Said, get the fuck back up. After that, I was fine for a month and I started feeling weird. Started going for blood tests in October. And with that, I went for an ultrasound. But I got to Michael Siccone's office, which is urologist. Did a blood test on me and they said, Paul, you got kidney cancer. I didn't even jump. I had a 2.5-inch mass, renal mass in my kidney. They never told me yet. They said they were going to do a biopsy in July. They didn't. It was kidney cancer. So on December 19th, I had to tell all you people on Facebook about the kidney cancer. It took me 6 hours to hit that button. I'll never forget it. I cried. I was more upset and worried about telling you guys. See, I'm a guy that takes myself second all my life. Care about people. So after I found out I got the cancer, they did the MRIs on me on the 27th. By the 15th of December, I couldn't walk. As I went into March, before I went to the hospital, I had the shakes. If you look at the videos, I look like I had Parkinson's disease, which that is not ruled out yet. With that, hold on. With that, it's been a battle of losing weight. My kidney's at a low function. And you guys saved my life with the donations. So here we go. I'm going to show this once. I have to sit. I can't do too much these days. Sit in this chair. I have to customize myself that I can't do nothing no more. Stop helping people with my voice box. Everybody's wondering about Social Security. What are they doing? Well, Friday, I have the paper from Social Security. I have an appointment scheduled by there. They're still doing tests. I haven't even got that. I haven't got nothing. Okay. That I have to, I'm trying to find it on here so you see it. I don't want to do this again. That I have to, where the fuck is this? I have to be at this appointment. If I can find it here, because I do not want to do this again. In October 9th, this bill administration, bring a form of ID. I'm trying to read this, excuse me. 4 o'clock, 11:02. They're going to x-ray my hip. All right. Now, I've been dead over 6 times with a motorcycle accident at JFK. 2,500 pounds of wood falling on me over the years. Colitis. My lung collapsing and everything. Now, the next thing is a piece of paper from St. Barnabas Group Medical Center. It says, for two it may concern, Mr. Paul DeVoe can no longer work at his job due to kidney mass. Gonzalez was a doctor who sent me over to Scone to get my kidney done. All right. I just have to block the addresses. It's not fair for the doctors. Second, coming from Sacone's office, my paperwork that was filled out over there. Okay. Renal cell. I don't know how to pronounce it. If you look it up, it's kidney cancer. Okay. 3/7/2018. That was when I got doctorate and Michael Sacone. And it's written off Michael's signature. Here's the pre-admission test I had. The original operation was on February. It's supposed to be February 7th. They moved it to March. See the original one right here. 1918. Gonzalez. Foldevo. That. For a renal mass. Okay. Pre-admission tests required. Michael Sacone, MD, who operated on me. Just trace him online. Okay, bye. Now, I got 2 things left. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Here's the test. They're testing me for Parkinson's. There is a test. They told me there wasn't. Test me for Parkinson. What's going on? And see why I got all this pain ripping through my body and I can't walk. And I can't do hardly anything. 11/18, Springfield, New Jersey. Follow up with urologist, EMG tests. The next test I got also, I got a bunch of them. The next test, they're checking me for throat cancer and colon cancer. My kidney don't feel good and I'm in a lot of pain. I didn't deserve what I was handed. Don't worry, Maria. I fought for Maria Russo. I would share anybody's fundraiser page or stick up for any of you because it's the right thing to do. People kick people to the curb so many times. I created the family at Metal Forever for if you didn't have a family. I've been called, Steve Torres called it a cult. What are the hell yeah people? It's not right what happened. Go down my timeline and read all the hurtful stuff. Steve Torres just did this to get more people to his radio station. It's a podcast radio. What are people thinking? You cannot get away with all this stuff and say all this stuff. I haven't seen one bit of proof. Steve Torres has got all this information, and I seen that he read it, never replied. The man's got a big mouth. I called him out on his radio station to go on there. My lawyers are involved with this 100%. I'm going to ask you to go to YouTube, my YouTube page. It's going to be up. Go and share this on your pages. God forbid if you get sick and someone does this to you. You'll never get money for your families. I never reached a goal. I sold $3,000 in my Kiss shit. I do not live in a mansion. I live in a one-room apartment down Newark. With the rent, $1,100. They charged me for car insurance, which I had to give up my car tomorrow. They charged me because I lived in Newark, $289. Too late. I did as much as I could, but with all the people stopping the donations, like Steve Torres, I just had a girl call me. Steve almost had her convinced, and she called me and she said she's going to retract everything. She's so very sorry. I don't know how a guy, and Steve Torres had lost his son, which I feel very bad about, a suicide. But you don't take it out on other people. You targeted me because what? I work in the music business. I knew Steve. And I've talked to him to go on the radio. He said he was going to have me on the radio. He never had me on. That would have been his best gig. I worked my ass off to get everything I got in the music business to tell a story to you. It's an unbelievable story. Doro Pesh gave me that poster. Overkill. He used to play with the bass player, Derek the Skull Taylor. It's just not right. Totally unbelievable. How people can do this to you and get away with defamation of character. Now with Rachel Riggs. I met Rachel. She came to Road Recovery. She followed me. Rachel was on a walker, a cane. Rachel was overweight. Her blood sugar was 523. She wanted to commit suicide, Rachel. She followed me with Road Recovery and everything. Rachel has a happy life. And that's why I lead on SSI. Donated almost over $700 to me. As much as Maria Rusto has donated, even though she was sick, of her own money, not out of her fundraiser. Lori Gardner, Tracy Fry, they all helped. The people from Metal Forever is my family. I know what it is to get kicked to the curb. I took my whole life doing the music business, and I slept up there for tour after tour. Didn't even get to see my family because I believed in the musicians. Now, people who donate so far, if I didn't say this before, guitar player Eddie Martinez from Blondie, who I know, and Robert Palmer. And did the first video on Rock Box for Run DMC. Jeff Bova, Grammy winner with Celine Dion. 300 album producer from A Book of Souls, Eat 'em a Smile, and True Colors, Cyndi Lauper. Sammy Marandino, drummer for Cyndi Lauper. Danny Nova. These are guys I know for 25 years. They called me up. See, when you work with stages and you know the people, you know them as a person. They could get away with mouthing off because I treat them like people, not like stars. Everybody thought I had a great time in the music business. Watch What You Wish For. I never enjoyed it. It was a nightmare. I think I Got Left is a great story for you guys. And Road Recovery, which has helped a success rate is over 1,000 right now for getting people better with depression. So I figured the only thing I could do in my fundraiser, what people donated, is do the weeks with Road Recovery to help you all. And it was a free invite. I gave back, and the people gave back from Road Recovery. They donated. I'm not a bad guy. I look at a long-time person. I know Jeff Nicole is in here right now. So what I'm going to ask you to do, I'm going to show you one more thing. I shouldn't have to do this, but here we go. I'm going to show you the scar. And you tell me I didn't get, when you get operated, they go to the front of you with kidney cancer. And they liposuction your kidney out. You're off the table in an hour and 15 minutes. I do not have a kidney. My other kidney is running low. The function is very low. Hold on. From there to there, there's your scar cut right into my belly button. All right. All here. Kidney's out right here. See, it's lower. I don't think I have to show you no more. I'm going to ask you to take this, spread it around your Facebook pages. Write something nice about me. I know Vinny Bono just walked in here. I'll tell you one thing about Vinny Bono. If his brother was here, Tony, he'd be very upset. Because Tony said one time to me, if it wasn't for you, Paul, I wouldn't have been in whiplash. And I never forgot that. I don't forget the things you cherish in life that people think it comes so easy. So maybe if you switch the tables, I'm not out of the woods yet. With the dyes and stuff, I almost passed out in the bathroom. I was standing in the bathroom, and a hot feeling came down my head like the contrast. Ray San Martins, who was an ex-cop, stayed on the phone as much as Tracy Fry. My girlfriend was out at the doctor's, and I was alone here, not scared. But I never could thank all you for sticking with me and standing up for me. And if you didn't, you're the most rottenest people I ever met, turning on me and saying the nasty things you did. After all I did is help, and God forbid you got blocked out of Metal Forever and not my page I didn't take you off of. Because God forbid you broke the rules and did some nasty shit. I'm sorry that I got sick. I didn't know it, but a 2.5-inch mass of cancer. I had the choice, either monitor it. If it broke free in a year, it would have ripped through my body and killed me. I don't cry about hurt in the world, about what people do to other people or kick them to the curb. I've always taken a cup of coffee to the homeless. I've been up to burn units and helped kids, cancer units. I take my time to help everybody and blow off everything in life, because you got to treat yourself second. You can't treat yourself like number one. You got to care. And caring comes from the heart. And if you don't care, if you got a family, and treat yourself like number one, you can't take care of your family or treat your friends. I'm very sorry I'm like this, but I'm very hurt. I've never been so hurt in my life after giving all my life. And this was not fair what he did. It's up in my lawyers. And I'm putting up a petition to take this guy down, Steve TORRES. I have not seen one bit of proof. He slandered my name, all because he wants it. If you look at the things, come to Looks Kill, Rock Shop, all this shit. Thank you, Vinny. I miss your brother. He's a great guy. As much as I miss David Bowie, Lou Reed, Greg Allman, and the other musicians, Prince, and everybody I lost, I can't get him back. God hates ugly. I'm a firm believer in God. Do what you got to do. Now, hold on. Fundraisers from be kicking down. There's one fundraiser left. I will make the goal before all this bullshit. Donations were taken away. There's about 5,000 left. It's going to run out in 5 days. I'm going to make that goal for all the shit that I've been through. Like I said, I never begged for money. Susan Crawford gave me money. Maureen Joy, Lori Gardner. Okay? Donate from the heart. I don't drink. I don't party. I don't do nothing. I sit here alone. They haven't even gave me medication for the pain in almost a year. Except for the operation, 5 days on Percocet. And they gave me 2 weeks of Tramadol, glorified aspirin. So the pain I've been dealing with, they can't give me nothing because of my kidney. So if you could deal with that pain, which I can, a lot of people can't. It's day after day, in and out. I hope you all don't have to ever go through this, because it's horrifying. But technology is weird. I couldn't imagine they got my kidney out in 1 hour and 15 minutes. I had to ask the cone, how do you reattach it so fast? I don't want you guys to ever experience cancer, and if you did, you know where I'm coming from. Kidney cancer was detected by my fingernails. I had lines running up and down them. Nails tell a big story about cancer. So please, I'm not going to beg you. Like I said, I've done this. You share the fundraiser. If you want to donate, you donate. I want to clear it up and get off here. I want justice with Steve TORRES. I would like a written apology on his pages and one to me. I don't think that's asking too much. With life, you go through a lot of struggles. I went through a lot of struggles. Get Mariah Carey's case out the door. You talk about living for the musician. 1996 winter storm. No heat in my building. I laid asleep in the office and I had a propane heater. The door was shut. I almost asphyxiated myself. In the morning, I woke up. Lucky I was laying on the floor. There was no oxygen in the room. 2,500 pounds that hit me up there. I've been in a wheelchair twice. I got up. I shouldn't be alive here. My doctor said it. Dr. Nutley, Dr. Espino, he's taking care of me now, and he got me hooked up with the other doctors. I'm working on everything. I filed the charity care on January 24th, so I don't know where all these people like Dorothy Hill and all their nurses. My daughter was a nurse in the ICU, so where does these people have their doctor's degree to ever say to me what the fuck happened to me? They don't know shit. It's about everybody opinionated questions. They should listen. They should listen for one thing. Before you start putting opinionated stuff on Facebook, listen to what people have to say. Sit back. At least Sandy's in here. Lee Riley. She changed her name. Ooh, you got, she's still fighting cancer. And she said to me when I got it, she said, I met Lee a year ago today. And she said, Paul, I'm in with this to the end. She wasn't kidding. Lee has taken her fundraiser money and stuff that she got and split it with me to help me. You know, she has kept her word, Lee Sandy, and I'm proud to know her, Maria Rusto, and that's it. With the people from Metal Forever, the Road to Recovery. And I'd like to thank you all for being a part of my life on Facebook. And I hope you enjoy the stories I'm about ready to put out. Got a million stories of SIR Studios, the tours, the fights, the arguments, the bad and the good. And you know what? If you share this on YouTube, it'll get around to the bands. And I will tell the musicians that donated that my family at Metal Forever and the people I met on Facebook that stuck with me, I'm going to write a book. It's called I Will Get the Fuck Up. Always. In the end, the people that stuck with me will be credit in that book. I'm about 75% done with it. I'm also opening a radio station called Hell Yeah Radio. I want to get better. Pauly D's metalwear.com, so you can stud your own leather stuff and make your stuff. Steve TORRES really bashed me, so I will do what I have to do with my lawyers and a petition. I'd like to thank you for stopping by and listening to me. I'm tired of yelling, and I'm not flipping out this time. I figure I talk slow so everybody got it. Don't ever hurt people out there, especially sick people. I haven't had one chance to try to get better, but now I am. I explained it to you. The proof is there, and that's it. My weight's very low. Like I said, if you want to donate, donate. If you can, that's it. And thank you all for stopping by for this live feed. So maybe it'll open your eyes. Share the post. Share the YouTube video. Go onto my YouTube page. I hope so, Maria. I'm not feeling that great right now. Just did a toll on me in the last 2 days. Something's going on. Once I get better, I've made a promise. Lee Riley, Maria Rusto. If Maria Rusto don't get out of the wheelchair, I will push her down Seaside Heights Boardwalk or Point Pleasant. And I will take her to get out with her husband. Thanks a lot out there. I wish Danny was here right now. You'd be saying, you skinny bastard. Oh, you fat bastard. All right. So thanks for stopping and watching the video. And if you watch the whole thing, you'll find the whole story out now. That it wasn't a ripoff. And Steve TORRES slandered me with the Jeanette Carnes and all them. Now they should have nothing to say. They should be ashamed of themselves. Go down my timeline and look what they wrote about me stealing money. I scam people. I have no kidney cancer. It's all here. You have a great day, and I hope you have a great weekend. And always stick around. I'm here. I always got time to talk. I can't do too much no more. I love telling a story about the music business, and thank you. Okay. I'd like to also thank Gloria Petty. Gloria just got in here. Gloria had a friend of hers buy up over $1,000 worth of my Kiss stuff. This wasn't fair. Mr. Joey Carollo's in here. He knows me a lifetime. Joey, watch the whole video. You'll be surprised. Tracy Fry, thanks for staying on the phone with me with Ray the other day. And like I said, I can't thank you all so much for being there. I would have been out on the street just because something I didn't mean to happen. You have a great day. I'm going to get going. I'm going to relax a little for a change and pass this, like I said, around on Facebook. Go on my YouTube page. It's all up there. I'm going to get going. All right. And watch the video again if you didn't watch it from the beginning, or else you will never understand the whole story. I will talk to you later. I am going to get better one way or another. The skinny motherfucker will gap to gain weight. God, I got to run around the shower just to get wet these days. It's supposed to be funny, kids. I'll be on a UNICEF box. Take care. And I love you guys. All right. Have a rocking weekend if I don't talk to you. Bye-bye. Take care.